Hello guys and girls, I'm here in front of Espoo Metro Arena for the second of preseason game of Espoo United against Central Club of Army from St. Petersburg, and it's gonna be a really exciting game because SKA is a leading team in KHL and futures like superstars like Ilya Kovalchuk and Pavel Datsyuk. And here you can see the boss of the SKA, and let's head into the stadium. The ticket price for today is only €5. It's a huge increase from the €0 for the game against the Murhabarovsk, but I think it's worth it to see one of the first games of Pavel Datsyuk after returning to Europe. It was quite unusual to see the national anthem as a pre-season game, and I should say that apparently the sky has came down to the earth because finally, after 10 years of terrible light, the owner of the arena decided to invest into the new lights, and the lighting is actually very beautiful, better than in many NHL arenas, I would say. It's very bright, and also apparently the monitor had been renovated because it's the first game against the Murhabarovsk. There was still Blues logos on it, but now there is no Blues logos. Unfortunately, the attendance today is not as good as against the Murhabarovsk, which is of course understandable because the game was free against the Murhabarovsk, but now it's you have to pay €5 to get in, but I would say probably 600 or 700 people inside the arena now. And so let's get started. The goalkeeper today for SKA, it's not Koskinen. I think it's Igor Shesterkin, who is most famous for winning MHL championship with Sparta Moscow. Overall, the difference in skill between two teams is huge, so I hope that Espoo United won't get raped as elementary school goes by serial killers. Yes, with only 3.5 minutes played in the first period, and SKA already leads after a goal scored after a goalkeeper mistake by Gusev. But I should say that my ass is burning really badly because for SKA there are no Datsyuk, Kovalchuk or Voynov playing at all. I think I'm sitting here in front of their bench and I don't see them even on the bench. So I paid €5 and I'm not seeing these superstars I paid to see €5, so I'm super disappointed. My ass is burning really badly. Probably the best player playing for SKA is 87 Shipacek, and also number 10 Victor Tiona, who is grandson of the famous hockey coach Victor Tiona, but was kicked out of the NHL last season, so the level of SKA roster is no mind-blowing at all. But generally speaking, the game has been like a little bit of SKA dominance, but not as strong dominance as say like against as Amur Habarovs had in the first game against Espoo United. An interesting situation now, power play by Espoo United. And very good support by the crowd. Espoo got a really good control of the zone. I'm a little bit amazed because, for instance, in the Amur Habarovs game, the power play wasn't that powerful. Here she was here, probably the most famous player in Espoo United, and that's really good. Although like SKA is playing without their best players, but they're probably still comparable to the middle level KHL team, or even better than that. Very solid power play. And quite exciting. Oh! Hits the bar. Amazing. I'm pretty much sure with the game like that, like Espoo United will dominate Mestis, which is the second highest division of Finnish hockey. Yeah, of course, players like Petersburg, they could easily get a contract in the highest level of the Finnish hockey, but prefer to stay in Espoo probably for more money. Yeah. No goal at the power play, but a very good power play by Espoo. We're at the end of the first period, and also now a power play by SKA. The game has been actually very equal, so it's a little bit surprising. It seems that like SKA somehow like lacks this finishing power, and they also don't create a lot of dangerous situations. Let's see what will happen in the power play. Blues actually, we're calling it Blues, although it's now called Espoo United, it's the main new team. So Espoo United offensive game is much better than in the game against the Amur Habarovs. I'm actually surprised how much they managed to impress and improve in 1 week, and it's almost a runaway, but no, not a runaway. A very inefficient power play by SKA. And as the time passes by, actually there's not much more crowd in the arena, maybe 1,000 people, I'm sure, standing around this line. Oh, that was a nice effort, but too wide. Yeah. Very strong power play. It's a very strong penalty killing. The power play by Espoo United was so much dangerous, and a little bit amazed. What will happen now? It seems that without players like Datsyuk, Kovalchuk, Voynov, the game of SKA lacks imagination. It's just like the same boring, straightforward passes. It's, if you have seen games by Toronto Maple Leafs, this is the same boring shit. Yeah, now just Nikolai Prohorkin, who's probably best known for playing in CSKA Moscow, and Los Angeles King just scored the second goal for SKA after a defensive mistake by Espoo United. So I think the game is quite clear now, but we'll see what will happen in the second and the third period. So in the intermission I got this small box of chicken nuggets, some onion rings and fries. As you can see, it's the size of my hand. It's not a big box. It's got 9.50 euros, so slightly more expensive than food at the NHL games or NBA games or NFL games. And a 0.4 liter drink which costs 4 euros. This is also slightly more expensive than the food at the major league sports in the US and Canada. But I have ate it before, and the taste is comparable. The drink is just 7-Up, and the chicken nuggets and onion rings and fries is the same shit in the US. And maybe it's even better than it's small because I'm like super fat, so it helps me to. No, it doesn't help, but it prevents me from accumulating more fat, because if I become fatter, I won't fit like the seat in the arena anymore. I will need to buy two tickets because of my fat ass will need two seats. Man of the second period, and it's quite a bit of a SKA dominance. There is 3-0 already. And the game looks like it's power play by SKA, but it's not power play, it's equal strength. Because Espoo United has huge problems to get out of the zone. Generally speaking, SKA dominate, but they don't have a lot of dangerous situations. But the thing is that when they get a dangerous situation, they finish it. SKA has a couple of dangerous situations, but the thing is that there is not really anybody to finish them except maybe Hirschowitz or Western Mark, so the game is very one-sided, although it doesn't look like it's a dominance. Except like when the first line of SKA has an eyes, they managed to get Espoo stuck in their own zone. Like now, it seems Espoo is totally lost. Generally speaking, it looks like Espoo is a little bit less physically prepared, which is understandable because the season starts almost 1 month later. A dangerous situation. Espoo, but again, the lack of the individual skill to finish that situation. You see some SKA supporters celebrating the goal. Again, you see it's a purely individual goal effort, so nothing really surprising here. It's very, very understandable that Espoo doesn't have the support of the skill. SKA does. And here you can see Alex Nora, and somehow he's wearing like jeans, very informal dress, like it's very inappropriate, I think. Why not shorts, or why not just like trousers, or just don't wear pants at all? Should be wearing a suit. Espoo just hit the post again, or was it like the upper bar? I think it was the bar. It's the second bar for Espoo, but we're still waiting for the first ever goal of Espoo United. And based on this game, I'm afraid we'll have to wait for the beginning of the Masters season, right? There is a pre-season game against other Masters teams. Or maybe now, no, very straightforward shot. Scores the fourth goal just before the end of the second period, 40 seconds left, and I was a little bit afraid in the beginning it's a rape of elementary school girls by the serial motherfucker killers. A little bit disappointing, but let's hope for the first goal by Espoo United. Maybe SKA will decide to play without the goalkeeper in the third period because it dominates so strongly, and so Espoo will have a chance to score into the empty goal. So you can see some SKA supporters and some Petersburg here. Second period. No merchandise on sale for Espoo United or anything like that. There's only this Xbox 360 with NHL 14. Yeah, I'm not kidding. NHL 14. Yeah. It's and it's like 1 month before like NHL 2017 will appear. Yeah. Generally speaking, the arena is like outdated, so playing NHL 14 is appropriate here, I think. And as you can see, a lot of people are already leaving because it's 4-0 after the second period, so nothing can really happen positive for Espoo. But let's hope for the best. Let's come. 1 minute, or not 4 minutes before the third period will start. The historic moment of Espoo hockey just happened, and 3 minutes into the third period, Espoo United scored the historical first ever goal. I'm not sure who scored, but it was a good shot from slightly inside the zone. One of the reasons is that SKA changed its goalkeeper in the third period. Iisakka scored the goal for Espoo.
Espoo United first goal scored by number 51, Olli Iisakka, assisted by
you can see the people supporting Espoo. Yeah, so one of the reasons I think for the first goal is that in the third period SKA decided to change the goalkeeper to its weakest, by far the weakest goalkeeper, Evgeny Vannikov, who played and miserably failed in Spartak Moscow last season, and so it's not as good as what I hope, that they will just take the goalkeeper away, but and play with 6 field players. But it helped, and Espoo scored the historical first ever goal. So before that, SKA actually scored 1 goal as well, so the game is like 5-1 now. I'm actually not sure why it's showing like 6-1. If I'm like counting correctly, the game should be like 5-1. I think the monitor is like wrong. And then actually you can see the usher here, and it seems to be that the ushers are the same as the Espoo Blues games last season, so it's good that the personnel is the same. Oh, yeah, but of course the game is quite one-sided. Like for instance, I think in the second period, SKA has like 10 shots on goal, and Espoo had I think 3 shots on goal. For the difference is quite large. And now, like it might look like you might think that the SKA is playing power play, but no, it's equal strength. No. But let's hope that Espoo will be able to score some more goals. Just scores the sixth goal. I think it's the sixth goal, and the players don't really celebrate it anymore because it's so boring. Because somehow in the third period the defense of Espoo United just broke down. Oh no, it's 7. Like I lost the count. It's yes, somehow I lost the count. There was one more goal somewhere. Actually, 93 is here. You can see the at the corner. It's Kovalchuk, like a Boston prospect who played in KHL for a long period. Maybe now, but I'm not sure what is the reason Espoo United broke down in the third period. Maybe it's just they're physically less prepared, but most likely they're just like they're fucked by the dominance of SKA. So like the ass is really burning. I should say that my ass is really burning as well because I paid like 5 euros. You could get like 3 beers for 5 euros, but instead I paid 5 euros to see Kovalchuk, Datsyuk, Voynov, Koskinen, but I'm not seeing any of them because SKA is playing without the best players. It's a cheating of the customers. Super interesting game situation now. 5-by-3 power play for 1.5 minutes by Espoo. And we're hoping for the second goal and good control. Solid control but no shot. So far shot. Right to the goal and the clearance. 52 seconds. Oh, and it is a fight. Not sure what's going on there. Somehow SKA got really violent now. You can see 3 players already in the penalty box. The fourth one going there. I don't know. They're losing the control of the game. It's no, of course, not in terms of score, which is like 8-1. But somehow, yes. Yeah, it's again a penalty for SKA, and again they will have like 5-by-3 like forever longer time. A very interesting situation, like the referees are talking to, I think like one of the, somehow referees are talking to SKA coach Snaroks to calm down the team, but let's see what will happen. It's gonna be 5-by-3 power play for something like 3 or 4 minutes. It's time to score, I think. Time to score. So close now. Oh, and now a penalty for Espoo. Such a disappointment. It's gonna be a 4-by-3 power play now. Such a waste of their chance. So bad. Yeah, I was quite sure that if Espoo would play 5-on-3 for something like 3 minutes, they would be able to score, but now it's 4-by-3 and the chances are much smaller. Espoo in the zone now for my free power play. And you can hear that the crowd is really passionate, although half of the crowd left already. And now it's time to somehow the attempts from really bad positions. If you shoot, you should show at least some free space. Oh, you should. No, you should. It doesn't make any sense to shoot directly into the goalkeeper. Yeah, Espoo have the control, but it's not as convincing as 3x5. And yeah, a very straightforward mistake by Hirsevich now. 4x4.
Teams playing at SKA St.
And again, offense. It's like 1-on-1 by SKA. A good save by Rasmus Tiunen, who used to play in the University League last season, and audience is living. The game is over. It's 8-1, and the attendance today was 1,261. It's 700 people less than in the first game against the North Barons, but still showed that Espoo United can get some